Good morning. Welcome to day 120, Sunday, August 4th, 2024. Just leaving camp. Did not get a great night's sleep. The combination of having the rain fly on for the rain that didn't come. A guy who decided to plop down and set up right next to me, although it's a abandoned dirt road that goes on for hundreds of yards in either direction, and some animal activity. So that all contributes to not a great night of sleep, but that's the way it goes. So we're just getting started. There were probably 6 tents I could see camped around. There might have been more because I think a few people went way up the dirt road. I should have done that. So I imagine a lot of people are going to be getting off to get into Ashland. I won't be doing that unless something drastically changes. So that's the morning update. All right, 7:30, right after that climb, had a little bit of trail magic, cooler full of soda, so got a little more caffeine with a cola, but didn't want to really, not quite ready to hang out and rest yet. I want to go a little bit further before I take a real break and have some breakfast, so I'm going to keep motoring along. It was really muggy to start on the climb, and now it's kind of gotten a little better, a little breezier. Very similar to yesterday, except the sun is out today. So I'm thinking about that long water carry coming up. 13 miles from camp is the road where people will get off. There's a mountain lodge called Callahan's, but then you can get a hitch there into the town of Ashland or a ride. So that's what I think the majority of thru-hikers are going to be doing. I am set up to not do that. I'm set up to continue. It is very tempting, but then there's also, if I can get 20 miles in today, at the end of tomorrow's 20 miles, there's another spot where you can get off trail. I'm debating about maybe getting a room there just to get my electronics fully charged. We'll see. I mean, I could do that today as well, but that would only be like a 13-mile day. So a couple options rolling around in my head. If I get to this campsite 20 miles, there should be cell service there. If not, I'll in-reach Sarah and I think I looked at them briefly, but now that I kind of have a better idea when I'll get to Crater Lake, have Sarah just hop on the National Park website. I know there's lodging there. It's probably pricey, but it'd be worth getting a room for the night if I could have electricity, because I'll probably have a road walk. I really don't know exactly all those details yet, but yeah, I'm thinking about either on the way to Crater Lake or at Crater Lake. I would like to have a spot where I can have a bed for a night and have electricity and just get everything fully recharged. So that's what's going on this morning. Our first full day in Oregon. So far the trail's been, overall, it's been great. So thanks, Oregon. Very cool. So one thing that's standing out in Oregon after 1.5 days, there's a lot of, the trail's pretty much paralleling a road system on one side or the other. The roads seem pretty nice. There's a lot of decked out camper vans driving up to a nice viewpoint and just just hanging out overnight. Pretty cool. That's a new national forest for me. Awesome. All right, it's about 10 o'clock. We're here where there's a water faucet and a picnic table. Have a little snack here, air out the feet, and keep on going. All right, probably have had a total of 12 northbounders pass me since the beginning of the day. I just had a bigger group of like 5 or 6 go by. Had a little bit of this Verizon at that water faucet picnic table. So I asked Sarah to check on lodging at Crater Lake for Saturday. And then depending on if there's anything there, I'll make a game plan on where I'm gonna charge up my electronics. All right, it's 11:30, taking a quick pack break before we get to our last water source before camp. We're gonna have about a 7-mile water carry, yikes. But I had a little self-service here, so I just checked in with Sarah. There was one room left at the Crater Lake Lodge for $245, so had to scoop it up. I'm gonna need a room for electricity. I had to get a room somewhere. I need to figure out the road closure. The fire at Crater Lake National Park on the northwest corner is only 1% contained, so the trail isn't going to be open anytime soon. So I got to figure out my road walk. I just need time to be in a room and figure things out and get ready for this next leg. So it's Sunday. I got over 100 miles to Crater Lake, so 20 miles a day will get me there Saturday, which is perfect. So it's time to go get that water and do a long climb and carry to camp. That's all right, we'll be okay. I think most people are going into town, into Ashland, so the only people I'll see are people coming out of Ashland. It'll be interesting. All right, it's the afternoon. We've got all of our water. We've got about 7.5 miles to camp, and it's gonna be a climb. So let's take it a little bit at a time. Definitely hearing a lot of traffic. So I was thinking we're probably right next to the interstate. I'm just getting a little peek of the interstate now. So I think at some point we go under it. Interstate 5, I think it's our 3rd time going above or below I-5. So it's about 2:45. We're probably 2/3 of the way through this water carry. I say about 1/3 of the trail has been exposed. The other 2/3 have been shady. We just went over another dirt road. There was an older couple in a van that stopped. The female asked if I was on my way to Mexico. I said, no, I'm going to Canada. She said, oh, but the trail, the way you're going is going to Mexico. So I had to pull out far out. And sure enough, even though northbound to Mexico in this section, the trail is actually heading due south just because of the way it wraps around here. So momentary panic. I was going the wrong way. And of course, I was hoping there'd be a cold drink, but sadly no. So back to the climbing. All right, it's about 4:15. We got about a half mile left towards camp. I had one solo female through hiker pass me at some point. I recognized her, but I haven't seen her in a while. Then there was a family coming back down from Pilot Rock. That's been it. Yeah, carrying all this water. I'm beat and thirsty. We made it. Here's our tent site for the night. Not too shabby. All right, so that must be Pilot Rock. And then way off in the distance, there's our old friend Mount Shasta. All right, let's do a recap. Another 20-mile day with a very long water carry. I did use a little bit of that water to wash off my feet and my legs so that all the dirt is off, or most of it. We're at about 5,200 feet. The good news is I'm all set up with the room at the Crater Lake Lodge and Crater National Park for Saturday night. Sarah got me the last room online, so that's awesome. That takes a lot of contingency planning out of the way. I can just go straight to the national park. I can charge up everything overnight and can figure out definitively my road walk. So that's all good stuff. Hopefully it cools down a little bit tonight. I'm gonna not have the rain fly on. There's some clouds, but they don't look threatening. So I'm hoping it cools down. We'll see. A couple more through hikers have passed by, but no one has stopped to tent yet, but that I'm sure could change. Yeah, so organized for tomorrow. Because I don't have unlimited water, I'll have a peak refuel tonight. The good thing about the peak refuels is most of them only use 1 cup of water as opposed to 2 cups, so that saves me a cup of water that I can drink. But I should be fine on water. So that is the update. Feeling pretty good, a little tired, but physically feeling pretty good. My pinky toes are like rubbing against the trail runners. The toenails for both pinky toes are like a little irritated, a little bloody. I think it's just the way they're sitting in the new set of trail runners, but that'll work itself out. It's nothing serious, but it is something that's happening. Yeah, so that is the Sunday wrap up. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
So Katie and I keep having such a great time that I keep forgetting to take videos. So yesterday I went to Webb's yarn store, which is like the mecca of yarn store. And I went to a fabric store right next door, just got a few things. We had a great time at Treehouse, met up with some friends, ordered pizza from Joe's Pizza, where we used to get pizza from all the time. And today we're going to a new to us breakfast place and going to a yummy restaurant that we really enjoyed too. So just enjoying the walk right now. Grabbed a nice coffee because it's very humid out. But we'll check in later.